Hello again. We just finished the video on the cases, but we're not going to upload this one till next week because, or when you see it on YouTube, which will be a week after the other one. Very confusing. I'm not a Time Lord. I don't travel in time well. I was just going to make a quick reference before he talks about his iPad and notes and stuff. We had bought these silicone cases for the iPads, and we did like them. They're nice, and everything. But I noticed my battery life on my Mini was going down.
Was it lasting as long?
And it was charging really hot. So I took the case off and have been not using it, just the smart cover, for about, I don't know, a week or so. And noticed that my battery life went up. So I'm wondering if the cases are just for protection, but more for decoration or whatever, but when you charge them, they suck your battery life, and I can't think of what I want to say about it other than I don't use it anymore. Generally, I'm not carrying my iPad around places like a business person would. I'm not taking it in and out and in and out and in and out, so I'm not dropping it, so there's no real need for a case on the back. But I do like to have protection on the front because I don't have a screen protector. And I don't want to have this sitting out and have somebody go bam, crack it. It's bad. So I'm not going to be using the cases for the iPads anymore.
Even the battery on the iPad Pro, the back cover being off, it's lasted longer and charges faster.
And that's what we're using now.
Faster, but
but the charging it doesn't charge as hot.
They get a better charge, it seems like.
Yeah, and so we're using the iPad Pro currently to make the video. So otherwise we'd show you it doesn't have the battery either. The cover. It has a battery.
That'd be nice if we could run an iPad without a battery.
It has a battery. It's been a long day. Our kiddo just went back to school this year, and I'm still adjusting to the fact that I have to be up before the crack of dawn to get her up. And so, it's just, yeah. Look, it's Elton John.
The Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. Anyways,
it was a good concert.
We went to see that in 2011, 5 years ago. 5 years ago already, wow. Anyways, that's all I was going to say on this video. The rest of it is him talking about his notepad function on the Pro.
My notepad taking experience. I won't be able to show you much because we're
using the iPad.
We didn't
plan this very well.
But we had a class we took, and they had the lady that does the lectures and everything had that going, and I used it for notes. Used the Apple Pencil, did the writing and stuff, and you could swipe and go to the next page, keep writing and swipe it, and it was actually nice. I enjoyed it. Got home after we was all done with the class. I air printed the pages. I could put them right in a binder. It was I think pretty cool.
I think means the folder's still here. I can look in this, and while you continue.
Well, I think my pages are in the office.
Or your pages are right here. Or, I thought you printed them out and put them in here.
No, they're sitting on my desk in a stack of papers in the office. But anyhow, yes, the same. You can change the colors on the pencils. You can make not really. I'd say highlight things, but you can underline things with different colors. Make little notes in a different color. You can go back and review them.
You can scoot a little closer and be in the camera. There you go.
And if a person would chooses to, they could always just go back and not just have the written paper and retype the notes in a more readable, efficient typed format.
I mean, I would have loved to have something like that, like the iPad Pro and the note-taking thing when I went back to school in 2006, because I'm left-handed. And nobody makes notebooks. Well, they do make notebooks for left-handed people, but it's very hard to find. And so I'm constantly like bending my wrist weirdly to take notes. I would have loved to have something like the iPad to just write out the notes, print them out, and then type them in better. Or, yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of restructure them in ways that are easier. The note taking things, just to have basically the core of little things you want to put in there. You can add and more defined stuff you want as you're retyping them on your if you have Word on the iPads, or I don't know if Word will be works on those.
I think you just use Pages.
Pages, but yeah. Just to make a more defined document.
But I really like that notepad function. And the teacher who taught the class was like, "Ooh, that's neat. Where'd you get that?"
Even one of the other students was watching us do it, like kind of glancing over.
Well, not technically they weren't students. We were just parents taking a parenting class for adoptive and foster kids, because our daughter's adopted. But so yeah, but the other parents were interested to know about it, and we're always interested to learn new things about the iPads and stuff like that, because we use it for we also use it to help our daughter. Her special needs, she likes electronics.
She loves puzzles.
Oh, she loves puzzles.
And the big iPad, even the little iPads work great for her doing her little puzzles.
I think I turned this one off. Yes, I did. But this is our, it's turning back on. I hit the button long enough.
That's our way older.
But this is our, I don't know, iPad 3. It was the last one that came out before the iPad Air.
But instead of buying her a new one that...
Oh, look, that looks neat. It's our reflection.
Ah.
But anyways, continue.
What was I going to say?
Because we give her the old ones.
Yeah,
we let her
means
use
the older one will actually do what she do. We don't need them for the real fancy games, real fancy videos, a lot of fancy stuff for her. We can just do basic games, basic puzzles. There's even a Bible story game she plays on it. The old technology works awesome for her, but
this one is starting to slow down and starting to freeze up. But I don't know how much of that is it's just an old iPad, or how much of it is her not now
changing things.
Her changing things and pressing buttons. I don't know if you can see them really well. You probably can't. But there's Bejeweled. She plays Bejeweled. This is the Bible for kids. It has Bible stories.
And a blank screen.
Well, it's loading up.
Oh, okay.
The Bible app for kids. It's free. This whole thing is free. You just download stories. Is that our vehicle or is that somebody else's?
We'll take a quick peek.
But, let's turn up the volume. I don't know if you can hear it, but...
There wasn't no lights going, so I don't think so.
In the beginning.
Well, you can't really see... I'm sorry you can't see the thing because we have, we're using the... But basically, it reads the story.
We live in a beautiful world.
And it has different...
Just look at the amazing things around you. Let's go back to the beginning and see what the Bible tells us about how it all began.
And it'll tell you Bible stories. But like I say, unless I turn it to the side, you really can't see. And then I'll go to the next page. You click that and it goes to...
In the beginning, God made the heavens and the earth. God moved over the darkness.
And she loves reading, so
Yeah.
So it's a story she can read, interactive stuff.
Darkness, night. Day one. Done.
Anyhow, I forget what the whole spiel was about, but...
God made a space to separate the
Let me turn this off. But that's basically, we let her use this iPad. The puzzle app. Well, I won't do the puzzle app, but...
But what I was thinking of is, as far as learning new things, even every time I've used it, I don't use every function on this, but every once in a while I get to a point, oh, that's what that does.
I'm going to turn this one off.
Just like the notepad. Because when I started doing notepads, I had a hard time trying to figure out how to get it to open the note where you could use the pencil, but it's just a weird icon down in the bottom right of the page.
So, all in all, we really like the notepads. Sorry to go off on a little tangent about Bible stories, but I rather enjoy that
They're
Bible
just
story.
wonderful technology for kids these days. Not that we want them to become dependent upon them, but they're a useful tool.
And, you know, they're handy. Our child is 6 years old and she has some mental health issues going on. She cannot make it through a church service. And she does an iPad and she makes it through the church service.
And in class, they're having us do math on iPads, which is annoying because we'd rather have them learn it on pencil and paper first.
Yeah.
Back to regular school to do it, and then after you learn it that way, then do it with technology and stuff.
Yeah, that would be ideal. But right now, you know, Chloe, the child does the iPad to get through church, but that's about it.
Anyhow, just that was the main thing we was going to discuss today.
So if you like note taking and you have an iPad Pro, get yourself the pencil, write your notes. It's pretty cool.
Print them, put them in a binder.
And there are your notes. AirPrint is awesome. Find yourself a printer with AirPrint. Although if you want to print a picture, you have to change it into PDF. I guess for some reason it won't do it the other way, but that's beside the point. Alrighty, well, if you like this video, click like or subscribe. Leave any comments you might have down below, if you have any. And if you've had experience with taking notes on the iPad Pro, tell us about it. We'd love to hear about it.
Or try them.
Or try them, yeah. Any ideas that you have. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.